The following is a test of the emergency broadcast A note. Had this been an actual emergency, I would have my instrument already unboxed and set up properly. String theory, next noise. What do you mean you want to see my instrument set up? What do you mean you're going to fire me from the orchestra? Only conductor has that kind of authority. Maestro! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to String Theory, the video series in which we talk about musical instruments, most of them having strings. And this thing that's in the box right now is supposed to be an electric cello. I am a bit nervous because you see this box had to be shipped in all the way from China, of all places, and it's fairly dented. So I am kind of nervous as what's inside might also be dented, but we're going to take a look anyway. I guess this is the modern day version of bubble wrap. Well, it was nice enough. A few stray hairs, but you're always going to have stray hairs. Don't really worry about that. Just pluck them off and this bow was under full tension this entire time. That's not good for shipping bows like that. You always want to have that bow really, really loose. If it's going to be shipped, it's going to be transported, it's not going to be played for a while. You really want those hairs loosened, because you have those hairs under tension for that long, they're going to pop out. Like that one, I'm surprised being under tension for that long that you didn't have more horsehairs coming off this thing than just the one. I'm not impressed by that bag at all. They're just all in one piece. That's not bad. Let's see. Back in here I got that one should be for the amplifier, that one should be for headphones, volume control, treble and bass controls on that equalizer, and this one should be the battery case. Yeah, 9-volt battery, and I already got one of those. I'm going to set it up properly before I mess with those. I'm going to replace these strings. So I already have these set of strings I'm going to put on it. Doesn't look like there's anything necessarily wrong with the strings that are on it, so I'll probably keep them, because it's always good to have spares. Let's worry about the length. Now the length on every cello, there's a pin that sticks out at the bottom of it, and that can be adjusted. And it should be adjusted so when it's on the ground, sitting down, like a 45-degree angle, these pegs should be up here by your left ear. So I've got a good maybe 1.5 to 2 feet that I got to get this pin down at the bottom. That's what it looks like so far. And just like violins and violas, the cello bridge also has a high side and a low side. Your bass string, your thickest string, is going to be on the high side. Treble string, your thinnest string, is going to be on the low side. And that is why when you're holding your cello in position and playing your bow, you're always going to have the correct angle when you're playing your strings. I'll go ahead and explain the trouble with that last one. It's in these tuning pegs, hole in them should go all the way through completely. But that last tuning peg, it was drilled kind of off to the side, and that is bad craftsmanship. Makes me worried that that one isn't going to hold properly. I might have to get a new tuning peg. Alright, so the strings were an absolute headache to get on there. Unbelievable. Now I'm going to try to tune it. The thing is, with this particular piano, the low string that I have to tune this with happens to be the low string, the low key on this particular setting, C, G, alright, now I finally think I have this thing tuned up, and probably not, because the brand new strings are going to go out of tune very quickly. They're not used to be under this tremendous amount of tension, so it's going to take a day or two to coming back, retuning it. You always have to do that anytime that you change out strings. You're going to have to go back and just retighten them, readjusting them, retuning it every so often. So I think I figured out what these extra parts are too, because things are supposed to be attached to the sides and to the back. I think it's supposed to go that way, if I'm not mistaken. It's completely unnecessary. It's only for decorative effect. I don't know whether or not I'm going to put them on, because I don't really need them. Apart from this one tuning peg that wasn't drilled properly, this is a fine instrument. But I haven't checked out the electronics yet, so I may be changing my tune fairly quickly. Changing my tune, get it? Oh, people forgive me, I'm actually using my viola bow for this instead of the cello bow, because this is what happens. This cello bow isn't actually rosin, so if I pull it across the strings, I get barely anything out of it. Just a little bit. Using the bow that is rosin. See? Got a real nice sound. Apart from the fact that I'm going to have to get a new tuning peg, because I don't like how that one was drilled. This is a very good instrument, so this is, I'm probably going to butcher the names. It's A-L-I-Y-E-S, so I'm going to say Aliyes. It's a brand, and there are different patterns that you get for the body of the cello too as well. You got one that has like purple flowers and stuff like that. You have one that has skulls in it if you're in that kind of thing. This one is supposed to be solid black, and it's not solid black per se. It does have the kind of pattern to it, but I'm not too worried about that. I could put these plastic things on it if I wanted to, but it's purely cosmetic. Probably because it's supposed to be on it, but I'm not really worried about it. The only thing that I'm truly dissatisfied with is the bag that it came in. So I'm used to these instruments having hard cases to it, as well as a soft case to it on the outside of the hard case. So having just that bag to it, I really don't like that too much. I got some of my guitars that, yeah, have soft cases to them, and it works to protect the instrument. And that's the only thing that I find that I don't like about this, the soft case bag for it. I just don't like how that thing is designed. It did not come with its own headphones. It did not come with the cord for the amplifier. But I have cords, I have headphones, so I'm not worried about that. And you also have to supply your own battery. The 9-volt battery goes in that case right there in the back. But I have batteries, so I wasn't worried about that either. Plus, the advertisement said that you had to supply your own batteries, so that's not any type of falsehood in advertising or anything like that. It does work. I'm going to have to retune this thing over the next couple of days just to make sure that it stays in tune, because with brand new strings, it's not used to being under tension. But other than that, it looks to be a fine instrument, and I'm looking forward to playing it.